My name is Jeff Rossman. I'm the chef owner of Terra, Bistro and Catering. We were in Hillcrest for almost 13 years. We decided to come out to East County. We felt that it was time to move on. Our space after 13 years was kind of stale, so to speak. You know, it wasn't really what I was doing anymore. My book just came out. It was all about farm to table and local organic farms, and I just wanted a different kind of interior, something that spoke to that nature. We changed our concept a little bit as far as the interior. The food's really still the same, but outside I have a tractor, which is very cool, and that kind of is the base for my garden underneath the monument sign. I got that donated by my friends at Staley Organics. Got a wall garden that I'm working on right now. All the tables were handmade out of wood scraps, so they're all reclaimed wood. The bar is made out of reclaimed wood flooring. It's basically like a farm-to-table, contemporary American, everything under 20 bucks, real approachable, really an everyday spot, and it kind of is reflected in the menu. There's flatbread pizzas and sliders and things to share, and people can come here and just hang out, have a cool martini or a glass of wine, and have a couple appetizers, or you can sit down and have a full meal, you know, traditional meal with entrees. Lobster mac and cheese is still one of the favorites. Pot roast braised with Karl Strauss amber lager with wild mushroom ragu and truffle oil. I started off when I was 12. My dad dragged me into his restaurant, which is still there, 30 years ago. Pam Pam Cafe and Grill. It's at the Days Hotel and Hotel Circle. And he basically pulled me in and said, hey, the dishwasher didn't show up today and we need some help. So I started off as a dishwasher, and I'll never ever forget the first time I ever took out food. It was kind of like one of those order at the counter and then you bring your food out to the guests. Well, I was bringing out the food on a tray, and there was this one guy, and I set the tray down, and I set it down on the table in such a manner that the whole thing just fell in the guy's lap. Food, drinks, everything, and I was so embarrassed. I mean, I'm 12 years old. I was so embarrassed. I ran in the back crying. Never forget that to the day. So I graduated with an economics degree, and you know, I kind of worked with my dad a little bit throughout the years in college. And when I graduated, I got into real estate finance, and I was doing refinances in '91. So I wasn't really even in the food business. I kind of got out. I didn't know what I wanted to do, just like 95% of the people. So the interest rate started going up, and the market kind of changed, and my real estate career kind of dwindled a little bit, and I was almost getting married, and I said, you know what, I need to go find a real career because this is too up and down. So I started messing around at my dad's restaurant because it was there. And a friend of mine and I came up with a concept, to be honest. We came up with this skewers concept. There was nothing like it in San Diego. Everything was on skewers, different dipping sauces and this and that. And so we tried it on the menu because we had a restaurant to play around with. And it started to do pretty well. And we added pastas, and we kind of changed the self-serve restaurant to a full-service restaurant. And it just kind of took off from there. My culinary philosophy is basically keep it real. Don't put too much into a dish. Don't compromise the product. When we opened 13 years ago, we were looking for a name that was really reminiscent of American cuisine and from the earth, because we were using, even back 13 years ago, we were using a lot of mushrooms and grains and vegetables, and so we were looking at like Terra Mar, from the land and the sea kind of thing, and we just kind of asked a whole bunch of people, and Terra just really stuck. It's a great little knife skill. If you're right-handed, you're going to use your left hand. If you're left-handed, you use your right hand. You're going to take your hand, bend your knuckles, and then we take our knife. It's a cool little knife. So we take our knife and rest it on the middle knuckle. So when we come down here, we slice like this. We never cut our fingers. Just like that. Very simple.